You know it's going to be a good day when we got a lot of Beyblade news to talk about. What's up, Bladers? I'm the Mim Sky, Team S Beyblade, and today, welcome to Beyblade News. We got a lot of stuff to talk about, alright? When I mean a lot, I mean a lot, okay? We got some TT news, we got stuff about the app, we have stuff for Hasbro news. It's a lot of information. Let's get into this. So, starting off with our first thing, we got a new TT Bay. Now, we finally got the full images of what this bay is going to be, and here they are, in which, oh my goodness, this bay looks amazing. It is BX33. It's a white tiger bay called, Weiss Tiger. I'm probably saying that completely wrong, but I like the name Weiss Tiger. It's just Weiss. Sounds good. Sounds good in my opinion. But this thing is basically just another version of Drawn Dagger, in my opinion. If you look here, here's Drawn Dagger. Here's the other one. The only difference in the two is that this is more flat-bladed compared to the consistent slicing daggers. I don't know what to say there, but you can see how this is more flat-bladed up in these portions, while over here on Drawn Dagger, it's more curved, it's not as, directly flat. So, I'm interested to see how this will pair off for, like, attack combos, because this looks like an awesome attack bay. I really like how this bay looks in general. That white tiger just, so good. So good. Another thing to note about here is that, this is going to be part of a new team, of how we got the Baytuber in the manga, the Rex, the owner of the Rex Beyblade, and now for the third member of the team, I wonder if this is going to be that person's Bay. Another thing that I got questions about is the fact, if we look at the tabs here, normally with the tabs with animals, we see a certain kind of tab, but here it's not showing that whatsoever. Which is interesting. I wonder if tabs just kind of go by teams now, rather than what they're classified by, like mythical, animal, weaponry, that kind of thing. I wonder if it's done by teams rather than what it's normally classified as. Because it's a white tiger. I mean, we get the name tiger right here, so it's the animal bay, so it should match up, at least the tab should match up with Team Zuganic's tabs. Interesting in my opinion, either way, very interesting. But overall, really cool. The parts that we do get for this is 360, like we needed another 360. Come on, really? We really did not need another 360, but we did get a new driver, which is Unite. Which, from what we understand, Unite is going to be basically tapered, which we can kind of see, it looks like tapered. It's tapered, but with a little point in the center. Yeah. Where is it? Yeah, right here. Here's the description. A Beyblade that can handle battles with any opponent. A combination of a blade that performs with three types. A performance of three types: attack, endurance, defense. Allows for three different moments: a dash, a counter, and a dodge. Interesting, kind of like the other Unite from Burst, but here we are with a plastic version. So yeah, give me your thoughts in the comment section. Personally, I'm not that big hype on another 360. Like, we could have done something a little more interesting, like a 460. Or a 340 if you really wanted to change it up. Kind of a missed opportunity there for some new parts. Moving on to Common Y. So we got the official bay that Common Y is going to be using, and sadly enough, it is going to be Drawn Sword. Big sad. We were hoping. If you looked at Hertz Burst, he showcased potentially what common Weiss Bay could have been, and he speculated that the bay that we got from this new Tiger Bay was going to be a kind of drawn Y whatever. I don't remember what he called it, but drawn Y pretty much just of, hey, this is drawn sword, but as this shape, which I thought could have been really cool, but obviously we get this tiger, West Tiger instead. West Tiger, whatever. But unfortunately, it is drawn sword. But the good thing about this, I will say, is that it has a really cool color scheme. And that the color scheme is literally Cobalt Drake. You want a Cobalt Drake as drawn sword? Here you go. We got Cobalt Drake at home. Mom, I want Cobalt Drake. Cobalt Drake at home. But yeah, there we go. We got Cobalt Drake as drawn sword. So not a complete loss, but kind of a, you know. I guess what are you gonna do? But probably the next biggest amount of news that we got is coming from Hasbro, in which it is the new Transformer Beyblades. Now, if you guys don't know, I covered this a few weeks ago of what potentially the new Transformer Beys are going to look like. And honestly, this was not on my predictions list. This looks freaking awesome. So a few things to go over. We get 4 of them straight off the bat. Sponsored between, or not sponsored, paired up between Takara, Tomy, and of course we can see the Hasbro logo down there. But what is the most interesting for me is that it says adults check out the new Beyblade X Transformers tops. Not kids, not teens, but adults. It says adults, which means that Hasbro is now also kind of going into that adult market space for Beyblade, which is really interesting. Kind of cool that they're doing that. Yeah. Outside of the main 4, if you do pick up these bays, apparently there is also a light launcher that has the Transformers logo on it. Pretty interesting there. So out of these 4, we get, it looks like 2 Optimus Primes and Starscream and Megatron. Now these are going to be 2 packs with each other. So first off, we have Optimus Primal. Interesting, as we can see with Optimus Primal, it has fur on it. I'm assuming that has to go with like the Bit Beast Warriors, something with Transformers and that. If you're a Transformers fan and you know anything about Optimus Primal, please tell me in the comment section down below, because I have no clue about this. I watch it occasionally. I'm not a deep lore guy in Transformers. But on the other side, coming with it, is Starscream, or aka Starscream. We got the cream, boys. We got the cream of Beyblade. Both are interesting. Primal comes with 360 flat, kind of expected, while Starscream comes with 380 needle. Interesting there. It's a 2-pack. It's going to retail for about $25. Interesting color choice that we get for Primal over here. I mean, it's alright. I'm not thrilled. Let me blow this up. It's alright. I mean, I'm not thrilled by the part color scheme here. It's just, you know, it's basic. It's very basic. Primal is just shark, and we're gonna get a little bit closer about the details in a bit. Over with Starscream, though, we get a 380 needle. Now, again, this color scheme just doesn't work the best. I think we, as bladers, we can find something a bit better. I do wish that these ratchets would have been like a more metallic color. You know, something like that. I think that would have been very cool if we got metallic or gray color schemes for all of this. I think that would have been awesome. I mean, it would have been it would have benefited Hasbro as well. You know, it would have been quote cheaper to do since you don't have to worry about the color schemes. I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? If anything, when I get these, I'm definitely going to spray paint the ratchets and the bits metallic silver. Here's a closer look at the light launchers and the Transformers. Most likely, instead of this being a price range, of like an additional so much is here's the thing that is that with these bays we're not only getting a 2-pack here. Normally a 2-pack would probably retail for about $15. You know, that's what we got for Quad Strike. Between $15 and $18. Just depend on where you live sometimes, or what store you went to. But these are retailing for $25. We can confirm that, by the way. I will show that later, that confirmation. The reason why is most likely because, oh, well, this is a collaboration event. It's going to be more expensive. So we can most likely assume this is going to be the case with Star Wars and Marvel Beyblades as well. Meanwhile, we also get 2 light launchers, which is something we've never seen out of 2-packs before. So it's clearly that they know they're playing into other markets, so they're going to make sure they have launchers for these other audiences if they're just going to pick up these and that's going to be it. Interesting play by Hasbro. But yeah, there's a little closer look. We're going to take a comparison. One thing that you're going to see about these bays is that they have a lot more texture to them, giving it like, hey, it's not exactly their original counterparts, like Wizard, Shark. The other 2-pack we got here is the classic Optimus Prime and Megatron. Just Megatron, nothing else, just Megatron. Which means that these are separate entities in like the Beyblade sphere of like compared to everything else, and we'll go over the logistics of all that in just a second. So Optimus Prime comes with 460 point, interesting choice there. Meanwhile, Megatron comes with 480 ball. So not crazy parts for these bays, kind of mid parts to be honest. But let's be honest, we're going for the parts now. Optimus Prime, they stacked on with these color schemes. The color schemes are right on for Optimus Prime. Same for Megatron. Oh my goodness, this color scheme for Megatron. It's cursed. It's a tomb all over again. It is the tomb all over again, but my goodness, does it look good. This color scheme looks amazing. Here's a little closer on up of the base. Kind of reminds me of like Dark Wolf with this color scheme, but Optimus Prime right on. And I do like they went for that more vintage kind of look, like 80s, 90s look of Transformers rather than the new G1, which the G1s were kind of a little terrifying, if you ask me. We do have the close-ups of the comparisons of the 2 bays here. So starting with Shark Edge and Primal Prime, or Primal. We can clearly you can see like, hey, there's the big differences. Let me do this actually. Hang on. Okay. Okay, we can see like the big differences here. So with like Shark here, we see like right here and here, there's actually more metal that comes down and over, which is pretty cool there. Something with the tabs are kind of similar, but it's more of a circle shape. Meanwhile, over here, with we have that 2 circles. Over here, we just have the 1 circle. And then we have, Shark Edge, that little dagger line there. Over here, it's more like a vent, And even to the degree of, like, see how this is smooth right here? It's actually a bit jaggier right there. So a lot of different contrasting bits that give, like, a different feel. It's like, yeah, it's similar in shape, so we should get a similar performance. But here's the thing, is that it's different enough. The fuck? But yeah, even right here where this is more like a smooth shape here, this has a jaggier feel, which is pretty nice. I mean, where else are you gonna get that? I mean, that's what I love about this, is that it's not just, hey, we're gonna do the same thing over again. No, 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 no. And just put a sticker over it. No, it's actually different, which is nice. That we could have gotten this with also TT with multiple different cool anime things in that. Yeah, like Stomont Blanc, we could have gotten a much different scenario. It could have been something like this, which I wish. Next up, we got the next Optimus Prime, which is about the same here. You know, the big difference you can already see right here. The big difference you can see is right there. There's already a little tab sticking up from there. Meanwhile, you can also see right here, much different, and much different in general. You know, we also got these tabs right here that are different, while Night is more smooth. If we also look here, we got a good look at this tab. So all the Transformers tabs are going to looks to be different, so tabs are just out the window of what they could be. But yeah, that's really the main case of how different they are. We can see that they're using the same basic mold right here for on both of these. They're the exact same. We can see the details of it, so it's not like it's too different. But it's nice that we got different stuff. Anything else, really? I think the biggest difference that we're seeing here is going to be right through here. Where there's not as much metal right here, but there is a lot more here. Then we got I think the most interesting thing here is that Megatron. Megatron is definitely the most unique out of all of them, in my opinion. It has the most unique details and different enough shape to it all. I think this is great. I love this. So obviously we're going to be looking at tabs here. So tabs, actually pretty similar. Pretty similar to Hell's Chain. The only difference between the two is that it has more of an extroverted style, like the bump is outwards instead of dug inwards like Hell's Chain. Another big one is this little ridge here. Well, similar enough, while this has a little bump there, this is more smooth. It's kind of smooth brain. Another one here is that this is flat up here while this is curved. Big difference there. Yeah, that's really the big ones there. Outside of like everything else on top of it, you know, the details on top of it. But I think the funniest thing here is that while all of these are pretty similar, you could run basically a Hell's Chain deck. Pretty much. Because we have Hell's Chain, Megatron, and Mammoth Tusk all be pretty similar shape and size, and probably in weight as well. I would love to see if Megatron weighed about the same, if not more, than Hell's Chain. I doubt it, but it'd be awesome if it did. But if that's the case, if this is the case, wow then. That is wow. Because, well, Hell's Chain deck, you could just run it. The only thing now is, since we're getting the new bit, it's similar to Tapered. It's similar enough to Tapered, we could run it on it. We got Tapered, High Tapered, and eventually, hopefully, Metal Tapered, or this new bit from the Tiger Bay. And we could just run it on whatever. Probably 360 and get all the variants of 3 something. I don't think we want to run it on 4. But yeah, there's those. And now we have Starscream over here. Wizard Ball, the Wizard Boy, and Starscream. Which is actually, let's be honest, this is a little interesting here. So, the biggest thing for Starscream over here is the difference in the sides. I mean, we got two complete different sides here. While the bottom resembles more like Wizard Arrow, the top is completely closed in, making me wonder that this Starscream wizard shape is going to be more of an off-balance thing, kind of similar to Night Lance. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Another big thing is that we can see through here that the shape of it is very similar, maybe a bit more smooth than Starscream. We can definitely see right here that it's definitely got rounded out right there. It got rounded out. For its differences and kind of things there, we have that kind of difference there. And the biggest one being that additional outer weight right there compared to Wizard Arrow. A lot of red arrows. Or circles. But it's very interesting. The color scheme is interesting. So it does look like a Wizard or Starscream got very circulared out while being off balance compared to Wizard Arrow, which I don't know how well that's going to be in the meta. I really don't. But for as all things considered, I hope what they do with these is I hope they do not go ahead and hollow out these Transformer bays. Because if they do, that's going to be incredibly sad to see if they hollow them out. Since they're so similar in shape to a lot of these already Beyblade X bays. I really hope that is not the case. But of course, we're not done yet. As we can see here, each 2-pack for Transformers base sets will cost about $25. They'll hit the shelves officially in July of 2024. So that is here in 2 months, boys. However, before that, Beyblade fans will be able to use the new Beyblade X app. Yes, the new iOS. It will be on iOS and Android coming out here in a month. Less than a month, actually. June 1st. So, by the way, if you want to use my QR codes, make sure you go use those. Just use them. I have them all. And by the way, they have no watermarks on them. Which, by the way, watermarks can cause the QR scanning not to work. So make sure you use mine, as they are the official ones. But yeah, and these will include the Transformers base when they are released. You're gonna earn apparently digital rewards, digitalized tops, and battle other people online. So it sounds a lot like it's just going to be a remodeled version of the first one. I hope it has better mechanics in general and better style battling. I hope it's better overall, and like more of a tournament style bracket for like the online play, quick play, or tournament style, whatever. But for more on the Optimus Primal, Starscream, Optimus Prime, and Megatron, these battle sets will be available for pre-order starting today at 1 p.m. EST on Amazon. So if you guys do want to get those pre-orders on in, make sure you use my link down in the description. Click through to transfer, spin out, and a few more pictures of the battle set. Interesting. But yeah. And ironically enough, if you like fakes or not, you know, whatever your stance is, apparently Flame Brand made a comeback, okay? Flame is back, apparently. Yeah. Which is interesting. A lot of us thought Flame just fucking died, but nope, here it is, apparently alive. But yeah, I hope you guys do enjoy this news video. Make sure you like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys for more news later on. See ya.